Hello and welcome back to BattleTech. We're about to embark on a duel against Victoria of all people. Uh, I'm not entirely sure this duel will look like. If we're gonna just face off in a big open ground, maybe I'm gonna regret not bringing that Atlas instead of the Orion because the additional armor might have been nice, but well, we'll see.
Command interface initiated.
Incoming transmission. Sir, I need you to listen to me. The Directorate has fallen. Our armies have been routed. Even as I speak, restoration forces are closing in on Cordia City. If you kill your cousin now, the entire reach will fall into anarchy. If Khmer wins, the reach is doomed anyway. You've been telling me that for years now. Was it all a lie, Father? Victoria, this is not the time for a debate. You will attend to my words and obey me, as you always have. I order you to stand down for the good of the Reach. The Directorate is the Reach, Father, and I will never stop fighting for it. Water in your cowardice. I will win this one in spite of you. Cut the line. You're gonna have to put her into the ground, Lady Arano. She's too far gone for this to end any other way. And that's her choice, and so be it. I'll do whatever I must say to save Lord Madeira. Call it on me, mech warriors. We have one more wrong to right. What did your mech have? AC-20L impulse. I see. So apparently we are facing off in a pretty much open area. Good to know. You don't have bulwark though. That's kind of bummer.
On my way.
You betcha. Copy that.
Okay. Not coming in here. Ready?
Sounds good. I'm moving.
Split or stick relatively closer together. If you move up, you're gonna get line of sight and just
Waiting on you, Commander.
move everything up. So maybe let's send Lich over here.
Coordinates received. Ready for orders.
Same with Behemoth. Don't need to all stand at like the same spot. And now you can move here, triggering the fight.
On it.
Took you long enough, Khmer. Beginning to wonder if you turned tail and run. Wouldn't have been the first time. Here for you, Victoria, and the justice of House Arano rides with me. Oh, poetic. I have no justice for you, Khmer. No flowery words, only pain, death, and humiliation, with Lord Madeira as your audience. Let him go, Victoria. Now. Quit wasting your breath. We'll wait for this long enough. Come to me, cousin. Let's finish this.
Follow me.
So what do we have, by the way? There's another cataphract! Oh! That's my final cataphract piece! Oh, I see it. We did get... Well, apparently we didn't get to see everything. Let's just... let her make the first move.
Got a sensor trace.
One is guarded and entrenched now.
Receiving you.
Do so. Are you in a position to see that guy? Because that guy might not have guarded and entrenched. Extra heat just so we can turn properly. Probably not. Good enough for one turn. A king crab! I've never seen one of these in this campaign. It's another 100-ton mech. Double AC-20. I don't think I need to say more. And she got impulse from somewhere. But it's but it has 4 zeros, so it's not the advanced version. At least that, but Jesus. Well, apparently that guy also has guarded. So we're gonna open up on him then.
Confirmed.
Come closer, dear cousin. Come closer.
No, we shall not. The AC-20 will hurt. We need to make sure that these guys have at least or at least in this wooded region. Probably they should have vigilance. So let's have her go here. Does have breaching shot at least. RM's there, launch lasers there. Something a little bit close to my taste, but it might mess up that Jaeger mech pretty bad. Or her. Oh, Jesus.
I've got another blip on my screen. Be ready.
I forgot this mech can't fire everything at the same time. That to be. Do I want to fire things other than the AC-20? I mean, the AC-20 doesn't have the greatest chance to hit in the first place. No, maybe don't even want to fire that. I think I want to.
Splitting fire. Targets confirmed.
Mother freaking king crab. Oh, Jesus. This is gonna be enjoyable. And awesome, okay. Yeah, Camilla probably needs guarded like every turn. There's no way around that. She also must survive. I mean, I would also like my people to survive, but no, for Camilla it's not optional. So, can we move close enough to use more? Don't have to focus on you much anyway. So you can something. And you have breaching shot, right, Lich? Move here. Spreading around way too much damage. I think our first target will be the cataphract, then the king crab, and then we'll take it from there. Wait, I wanted to.
Shoot him down, Commander.
Right? Jeez, I need some tea for this. Alright.
Good to go.
You already have shot, I guess. Also have breaching shot, right? So multi-shot might actually be possible here. Don't fire that at all. That to be. Would use breaching shot on both these guys, right?
Firing on multiple enemies. Commander.
So the frag doesn't have guarded anymore. Means we can shred it with impunity. So we're gonna multi-target this again. I think. So we might move closer and lasers too. Wouldn't have guarded then, but still have that for one turn, right? Unless the king crab decides to, you know, eat you. I think we're not gonna take that risk.
Splitting fire.
Alright. Freaking king crab. Damn it. Do I want to move her out of the way of the crab or
Tell me what you need.
anything else? Could go here, get some evasion. Maybe one of the AC shots will miss, you know? We do that. Need to move to that very specific spot though.
I'll make it happen.
Get that again. And then the AC-20 to the crab, the rest to the fract. That's the idea that we have. I'll use any of the ELRs at the moment. No particular reason not to, but, well, want them. Let's use one of them then.
Engaging the enemy. Multiple targets.
But Cataphract has seen better days. And that crab is unsteady at least. Might, you know...
Send your lancemates to me, Kamea. And watch.
Know what King Crab does.
They flagged my armor.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware how this
Yes,
goes.
Commander.
Yeah, probably should have brought someone else instead of Medusa. You know, someone that has bulwark. Could jump in here, you know, get high evasion and all. Try and draw the fire. Best thing we have right now. Next turn he can jump back in here. Turn he can unload. Next turn he can go back into the forest. Well, that crab moved. Maybe we want to kill that crab first, actually. At least send no heavy firepower its way, I think. Oh. The plan. We use the jump jets and we're basically alpha striking and we don't give a damn. Double heat sinks. Oh well.
Engaging multiple targets.
So that frag should be going, you know, down? No? Doesn't? Neither does she. Damn, must have been really close. Maybe we shouldn't have split the fire there.
What can I do?
Not
for
lich,
you?
we need, you know, we need something over there to die. If you could, you know, make that happen, I would be much obliged. Pretty sure she could kill that fract. Even if we're not fully... Oh. Meanwhile, we can use SRMs too. Damn it. Jump maybe? Harsh for that reason here. Not close enough. That's close enough. Well, let's offer them additional targets. Maybe they'll decide to shoot at one of our maneuverable guys for one turn. I really like to use those LRMs.
Affirmative.
Those SRMs, not those LRMs. The additional. All right. Same strategy as before. Not gonna fire the large lasers though. I want to send that PPC to the crab so the crab goes down. Hopefully, will enable us to make a few pot shots at it before it stands up again next turn. And that frag might just die by the SRM hailstorm. Maybe one additional laser sent to it.
Got it.
Thank you very much. Right, so far the plan is working well enough.
I just took a heavy hit. Receiving you.
Behemoth. Well, I would love to recover that crab in its entirety, you know? Don't know if I have the time. I'll probably kill the side torso in order to, you know, kill off one of the AC-20s at least, but... not sure if I can kill it in a pretty fashion. Oh, I would totally love recovering the king crab and use it for myself, you know?
Firing on target.
Gonna reserve her. Yeah, right now she still has guarded and all. I don't think I can maneuver her into a better position than she already is. Although she might put in additional damage on the crab. No, that's kind of something to think about. What do we want to shoot at though? Start on the legs and then try and leg it as soon as it stands up again. Try and headshot it. Maybe going after the legs is kind of a plan if we want to try and recover it. But you need to move regardless, I believe. Move anywhere, I want to still get movement pips. Show them the right side, which has a bunch still. All the arms better than the left one. We can't give you... Ugh. Jesus. Problem. That's a real problem. I think we're gonna be doing something different entirely. We're gonna sprint her back into position here-ish. If I want to fire at her from here, if I want to fire at her while she's here, then welcome to try. With 25% and evasion pips, we should be smiling, but. Don't like any of these in particular. I like those. I like this one most. Guess the Atlas can cool down, well, but...
Fire and steel.
Fire and blood! No, wait. Wrong franchise.
Armor's melting off.
Why she used breaching shot against that guy? Oh, she wants multi-target? No. Well, she got 2 injuries. Let's also count her injuries for the time being.
I hear ya.
Now let's continue to focus on the crab. Maybe you want to go to the water? One more firepower. Would be kind of vulnerable for 1 turn, but you have pristine armor still, so it should probably be fine.
Moving out.
Also, you can use SRMs from here. So it is on the extreme end of the range. I like that quite a bit more, honestly. Where these shots land. Don't have the morale to do anything with targeted fire. So let's just bring on the stability damage.
This should be good.
The center torso is kind of melting.
Not much armor left in that location.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
But you can jump across the pond again. Pick up evasion. Still remain cool because of the water. And then continue shooting on that crab. We do have issues with stability at the moment though. So let's brace. Let remove the stability. Good, right? Fire or remove that stability. If he gets knocked down, we might have a serious problem on our hands. So let's brace. Right. You're as much a victim as you are a murderer, Victoria. Father raised you to kill in his name. And you're a fool. Father raised you to believe you were the hero of some ridiculous fairy tale. And you still believe it even now. I don't know what I believe anymore. Madness must end, and I want you. And if you won't stop it, I will.
Waiting for orders.
Move a little bit closer, maybe. Medium lasers and all that.
On my way.
Continue to work on that crab. I should knock it down again. I think we can benefit much from it, though. Actually, it doesn't. Thing. Oh, Camille gets knocked down.
I'm taking serious damage.
Yeah.
I'm losing blood. You have
Kind of
my
immediately.
for justice, for the restoration.
We don't move. We continue to keep our guard, I believe. So let's continue firing on that crab. About to core it. I didn't really plan to, but need to kill it too.
confirmed. Reporting a critical strike.
Good glitch. Ugh. Wendy. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
Receiving you.
I think. No, there's no way. It would just make the rest of the mechs just super complicated. So let's just jump up top. No. Jump back here again.
Jumping.
And just using one SRM against the crab will probably kill it. If it doesn't kill it for some miraculous reason, it will get knocked down. We might have a chance to kill it while getting more than one piece out of it, but I'm not gonna use much on it. Start working on that Jaeger mech.
Engaging multiple targets.
All of this death, coup, petition, mastiff, all of it for nothing. It was always for nothing, Victoria. The Rectorate was never going to be the return to glory that your father promised. I know, cousin, I know. Father's lied to us. There's no future for the Reach. You're the hero of nothing, cousin. Nothing at all.
I'm sorry, Victoria. You left me no choice. But make no mistake. Justice has been served here today. I am the Sword of Restoration.
It's something that I wanted to do for a while, and since we're in a pretty good spot to do it, and Glitch has eating issues anyway, gonna be doing what the experts call a Highlander burial, which is attacking a target with a jump jets of a Highlander. So 80%. Well, try regardless. Doesn't matter.
Going in. Feet first.
Showdown.
Bang! You're dead.
In the universe canon, doing that will ram the mech so far into the ground that it's basically all into the ground. The game doesn't do that, but you know, just wanted to demonstrate what a Highlander burial is, and she needed to cool off anyway. So I thought, why not? Why not do that right now? All right, awesome. I think your friends kind of, you know, abandoned you, which I'm super sorry about. Only I'm not.
My mech is losing internal structure.
It's just an arm. It's gonna survive that. It has been through worse. I know it because I've been there.
Tell me what you need.
But you can get vigilance anyway, I guess.
I'm coming for you, cousin. The Directorate dies today.
Victoria's already, you know, already lying there. Oh, why the hell?
I'll do what you ask.
I'm here.
Waiting for orders.
Also a bit of leg armor by doing that. But you know, I I thought I should do it at least once in this playthrough.
Got it.
I just open up with
Got it.
everything.
Orders.
I'll take this. I mean, normally it doesn't have a perfect shot, but it hits it from the right side, which might hit the leg and all.
Here we go.
Not sure if we need additional salvage, but we can try at least. And it doesn't negatively affect our hit chances much apparently.
Target confirmed.
Because we're hella good pilots, you know.
Orders.
So Behemoth, how about a headshot to finish it off?
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Oh well. We tried.
Hostile removed.
Mission successful.
Alright, we did that. So now, are we done? Can I keep the Atlas too, baby? Please. I don't really need it. I don't think it's that much better than the one we have. I mean, some of the weapons are pretty impressive, but like the ER large lasers, they're not very good in the whole heat department. So that makes them currently even worse than the PPCs, which is an odd choice. Anyway. We didn't get any of the king crab pieces. What? I want the freaking king crab. Damn it, Camilla. Worked for you for so long and you don't even let me take the freaking king crab? That's mean. Really mean. Oh well. But we're not gonna get started on the king crab. Where'd she get a king crab from? Last time she had something different. What she had last time? I don't remember what she had last time. Dragon? No. I think she had a dragon, right?
I began this restoration because my birthright was stolen, and I wanted it back. Not for the people of the Reach, but because it was mine. I wanted war, for all the wrong reasons. But on Weldry, I traded that naivete for nobler purpose. Seeing my people suffering with my own eyes taught me why I must fight. On Artru, I found humility. Blinded by righteousness, I was reckless in my pursuit of power, and it almost cost us the war. On Guldra, I learned to steel my heart. I chose necessity over conscience, a choice that nearly broke me. finally, on Coromidere, the world of my birth, I found resolve. And standing over my cousin's broken body, victory. Only through these lessons, paid for in blood, did I become a ruler worthy of title. A high lady prepared to sit the Cormorant throne, the protector of Coromidere, the sword of restoration. But this question still plagues me. Am I a hero? Did I sacrifice too much at the altar of victory? Do my triumphs outweigh my mistakes? War is a clash between conscience and necessity. An ocean of chaos and bloody compromise. War shapes history. And history chooses its heroes. As for you, mercenary, you made the liberation of the Oregon Reach a reality. Every trial I faced would have been my last without your skill on the battlefield. I still don't know if you fought for honor, or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind, your actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. And you know what? It doesn't matter if you believe it, because others do. As I believed in the heroes of my father's stories. After all, when we are gone, stories are what remain.
That's true. I wasn't also entirely sure for why I supported her. Like, in the end, I thought it was like, she gave me that Highlander, and I love that mech. So, I think that's a good enough reason for me as any. Well, that was BattleTech. Kind of one of relatively few attempts to bring the BattleTech franchise to the computer, but as a turn-based strategy game, as you know, the BattleTech game is, and not as a simulation kind of shooter like the MechWarrior games were, which, as I said in the beginning, were what I originally started out from. So, well, I did really like it. I hope you notice it that I did really like it. I mean, the game has flaws and some weird idiosyncrasies that, if you spend more time with it than I recorded. I mean, I also did a lot of side missions that I thought would be too boring for a full Let's Play format, so I kind of skipped through them after some point. But I did really like it, despite, you know, some of the weirder issues. But, you know, if your heart is in it, then sometimes some of the minor flaws might seem more to you than they really are. But I think most of them are just minor flaws, and it's pretty good. Also, what's pretty good about the game, that it provides a pretty decent, you know, base level of a game that could be upgraded with additional things. Like, I'm not a particular fan of DLC, but if they were to do an expansion with, like, about events that are going to transpire in universe in about 20-ish years from now, I'd totally buy that, you know? I'd not even think about it, you know? I mean, I liked what they made of this game, and I'd totally give them additional money to experience that. Probably with a similar setting. I mean, I also like the managerial aspect of the game quite a lot, though I think I kind of did it well enough that we had enough money and resources and at all times. I never saw King Crab in the game, though, and then it gives me a King Crab in, like, the last mission and says, nope, you're not gonna get anything from this. Damn it, man. Well, Atlas is decent enough and all, but, you know, King Crab. Damn. Anyway, that's about my thoughts on the game. If you haven't bought it, you know, and you like strategy stuff, then I wholeheartedly recommend it. You know, I didn't get it for free. I had to buy it with my own damn money, and I did really like it. Sure, it could be improved, and it could have less bugs. I'm aware that for some people it was barely playable, and even for me, I sometimes have this weird performance hits that the game has. And for what it does, it surprisingly takes up a lot of performance somehow. So it could be better in that regard, but I think in general it's pretty decent so far. What I don't like is that in order to play multiplayer, in order to activate some of your some of the DLC, so some of which I'm actually qualified for because I pre-ordered the game. Because I believe Christopher Ott showcased the game like a week or so before, so I took a look at that and thought, great, let's pre-order it. And well, I think I got some special blackjack skin or something, but I would have had to make a Paradox account because their control for this DLC is through a Paradox account system instead of GOG directly, which is totally weird. So, and also if I wanted to do multiplayer, I would also have to have a Paradox account. So I don't know what they were kind of thinking with that, especially with a game that comes out on GOG on release, that you have all this additional, control over it. And then, as soon as it's released, it becomes like 10% cheaper, which was also kind of felt like a middle finger for people that pre-ordered, because we had to pay, unless we did it way in advance. We had to do it at full price, and then on release it gets 10% cheaper, which is like, oh thanks, I could have just bought it now. Didn't need the DLC because I didn't want to open up a Paradox account just for a mech skin, and then you're gonna make it cheaper? Alright then. Anyway, this is still not through. What's going on? Just exited. But maybe there's something happening, Secret post-credits scene. We see Operation Revival taking place, That'd be totally in my wheelhouse. But not sure that's what's gonna happen. Yes, so people that worked at Harebrained Games that made this game. Not that I know any of these people, but unless some of them worked for Star Citizen at some point, but I kind of doubt it. Most people still work at Star Citizen that worked there at some point. Not all of them, but more. Also, not all of the Star Citizen programmers went on one of their many shows to introduce themselves. Anyway, I'm really rambling here at this point, so I think I'm just gonna skip it because we're going to Paradox Interactive, which I really think is kind of probably responsible for the worst parts of the game, like the DLC management. So I'm just gonna skip it here. If there was something in the post-credit scene, then missed it. Chris, Darius, Sumiri, Yang, Farah, through courage, skill, and sacrifice, the Reach has been saved and I have reclaimed my throne. Without any of you, our campaign would have ended in tragedy. I could never adequately repay you for your service to the Reach. Well, I owe you a great debt of advance. Without your company's help, I would be dead. Consider it a great honor to call my friends. Well. Feelings mutual, Lord Madeira. We will miss you having aboard the Argo. Oh, that means a great deal to me, Commander. Thank you. It's a new era for the Reach, and I have a company to thank for it. The Directorate has fallen, Victoria is dead, and my uncle's in chains. Well... Look, Espinosa alive, what are you gonna do with him? Initially I was gonna try him myself, but Alexander convinced me otherwise. There are risks inherent in holding such a man for any length of time, and the Reach is fragile enough, stated as it is. So Roy, though, he'll receive a taste of his justice soon enough. I consider my curiosity piqued. What did you do with him? We handed him over to Protector Thomas Calderon to be tried as the mastermind of the Petition Massacre. The War Crimes Tribunal is being assembled as we speak. Troyans were quite appreciative of the gesture. I'm sure they were. It's the last will of Director Espinosa. He brought his fate upon himself. I'm afraid that our time is growing short, Strider. We have a great deal of work to do if we're going to recover from this war, but if you have any final questions before we move on to the subject of your pay, I'll be happy to hear them. Before we talk about money, we don't really need to talk about money. I'd like to hear what's next for the restoration. After all I've been through, I feel invested in your success, you know? I was wondering the same thing. I mean, retaking your throne, that's wonderful, but the Reach is in ruins. How are you planning to rebuild? Slowly and with great caution. Can't afford to spread ourselves too thin, but neither can we leave our more marginal systems hanging. In the short term, we're gonna need to secure funding and support from sources outside the Reach. The economy of the Order Regan coalition is almost destroyed and our infrastructure is in extremely poor shape. Well, how do you intend to find that support? Whatever we can. Political marriages will be invaluable. Our sovereignty is our greatest asset, and I'm still thinking through ways to capitalize on it. We'll have difficult times ahead to be sure, but we'll weather them, Commander. The Reach is nothing but if not resilient. And now, Strider, we should move on to discuss your company's compensation. You've certainly earned it. For exemplary work on both on and off the battlefield, your financial debts are now forgiven. Those were the terms of our arrangement, but you deserve a little more than that, I think. This moment onward, the Argo is yours. I'll relinquish her into your control. You may consider her a bonus for a job well done. As a second token of my appreciation is on its way to your mech bay now. Please accept it with my compliments. Thank you, Camilla. We'll put your gifts to good use. Good. And with that, I'm afraid I must return to matters of state. My people need me, and I must get back to helping where I can. I must be remembered as a friend of the Reach, every one of you. Well, goodbye, Camilla. Rule wisely and well. Make Raja Montgomery proud. I'll try. Believe me, I'll try. Farewell, my friends. I wish you success in your adventures to come. The image of the viewer screen flickers and dies. Lady Rano's gone. Oh, yes, that's it. Our contract with Lady Rano's over. The Argo's ours, and we're free to do whatever we please. Man, it feels weird saying that. We can do whatever we want. We're not beholden to anybody. It's a pretty sweet feeling, gotta say. So I also want to go find some new trouble to get into. Peace time's beautiful and all, but I'm starting to feel a little stale here. I'm game if you are. Trouble's our business, after all. And we got more than enough BattleMechs to handle whatever fate throws our way. Ah, whatever fate throws our way sounds like a challenge to me. Roger that. I'll put up a fresh batch of contracts. Take a stations, everybody. Let's go find ourselves a new adventure. Now that the war is over and with Depth 3 we can go anywhere we want on the map. No more hostile nation or sealed borders to worry about. Feels good, I gotta say. I reclaimed my throne. The Reach again is at peace. As such, I imagine you're more likely to need this Atlas too than I am. Take it with my compliments. You've earned it. Oh, she gives me her Atlas. That's... Oh. I was kind of thinking that she would like repair the king crab that Victoria piloted and gave that to us, but the Atlas. Okay. Notice the Atlas 2, the DHT model carries more energy weaponry and usually a lighter, more flexible autocannon. Still has unbelievable protection and the same crushing melee ability as other Atlas models.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
We have a full Cataphract 1X now, yay! Full Cataphract Franken mech because it's got a little bit of everything stitched together on it. 1X model works well with a medium long to closer range with good armored weaponry. Okanite! Yay, I think we already had that card, so let's play casually. Anyway, that was it. It only took us like 123 weeks. Not sure if they still work on the same calendar as we do, but that was like 2 years and some change. Well, I guess now we could, go anywhere we want and, take any contract we want. Not sure if there's any area where it's like more challenging. Like here is a Challenge 5 system between the Capellans and, the Federated Suns. So I guess I could go there and get involved in that and, kill some people. Make some money, kill some people. I'm not sure how much I want to continue playing this game without the main campaign. I mean, I'm just really done with submissions, especially with just a basic battle scenario, because it's like heavily skewed in the enemy's favor. If the AI was smart enough to exploit it, then you know you wouldn't have really any chance. So, well. Anyway, let's take a quick look at the new Atlas. Second Atlas. Well, so far it compares pretty unfavorably to what we have. It has more energy, weapon hardpoints. Not sure if it's lighter. I mean, if the whole chassis and engine is lighter, it doesn't have. It has even lower movement than the Atlas 1T. That's weird. That's. What is? I think I think this just has better movement because I installed one jump jet on there, and the game thinks, oh, it's way more maneuverable because of that one jump jet, which it's not, I believe. Anyway, I don't know. Guess I could try and refit it. We also now have ER large lasers, which kind of, in my opinion, is a weird weapon that kind of eliminates the one upside that that large lasers have compared to PPC, which is that they're more heat efficient, because those are not more heat efficient. And if we compare it damage-wise to the PPC, yeah, I mean, the range is exactly the same. It has like 30 meters more, which in this game matters nothing. And sure, it doesn't have the minimum range that the PPC has, but you know, that large laser is like totally useless, to be honest. You know? It compares so terrible to PPCs, I'm not sure why I would want to have that in here. I mean, the only slight upside that it has is it saves 2 tons. You know, that's about it. Well, what do we got about double heat sinks? Ooh, yeah. Anyway, I'll probably play around with that mech a little bit more. Maybe I'll record another episode when I have a big epic battle against, I don't know, 4 king crabs, possibly. Maybe I'll get a king crab at some point. I don't know. Also take a quick look at the cataphract. We haven't gotten one before. Alright, is there a strip equip? Alright, that's that. We would have like 30 tons to put on there. Let's check one thing real quick in order to make this Atlas comparison a little bit easier. What their empty weight is, you know, how much weight we have to play around with without any equipment on it. So this has 44 tons. It has slightly higher armor than the other one because I kind of added more armor than the base variant had. So 44. Actually, not that much more than the cataphract had. So 44 for that one. And because I think this version of the Atlas had like endo steel armor, which means the armor should weigh less. Yeah, it has 59 tons. Okay, it's slightly better than the one we have. Okay, well, probably just gonna replace that Atlas that we had. And then maybe Strider will get to pilot the other Atlas, you know, throw some guns in there, you know, put the guns away from the Orion and throw them in here. That's like a plan, you know. You can never have too many assaults in a lance. I heard somewhere. In any event, this is the end so far. As I said, maybe I'll record another another battle just for the fun of it when we have a ridiculously powerful lance and all. I don't know. We might be seeing that in a next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.